This is not about politicians. This is about puppets. And this is actually the second time I recorded this video. I thought I did a pretty good job the first time. I'm not expecting this time to be better than the first time because I just don't feel it the same, you know. But anyways, politicians, what are they? They're very strange. They're like the emissaries of the evil. They're like how the evil interacts with the people. But they always seem to be completely hollow, you know. But I don't think they're actually hollow. I think there's a demon on the inside. I think they're demonic on some level because they seem to manifest out of the ether. Like, where do they come from? They just appear, and then their names are on signs, and they've got people calling you on the phone and saying, "Hey, do you like this demon who manifested from beyond the veil? He has no identity, but he represents all the evil in the world, so that's pretty good." Uh, that's not good, I would say. And it just it seems strange because you would think that these are the supposed leaders of our people, and it's like they're the dumbest and most boring people that you could possibly imagine. And is that an accident? I don't think it's an accident. I think it's a slap in the face. I think that's the insult to the injury. Like, their existence is the injury, but then the insult is they're also very stupid and disinteresting individuals. And it's like, why would they taunt us? It's like, oh well, they're evil, so whoever the puppet master is, not only are they evil, they also have a cruel sense of humor, and they don't choose the best and the brightest as their emissaries. They choose the dumbest and the dullest. For instance, in my lifetime, we've had two leaders of the free world who cannot speak in coherent sentences, and are obviously some of the stupidest people you can possibly imagine. And yet there they are as the leader of the free world. And what excuse is that for that? What logical reason for that other than a slap in the face, or a mockery? They're just making fun of us, saying you're the best and the brightest of you is the dumbest and the dullest we could possibly find because you're all very dumb and very dull. So here's you're getting what you deserve, which is actually a theme when you start to think about all of these things. It's just different variations of getting what you deserve, but that's causality, cause and effect. We don't care what happens, and what happens is bad. Maybe if we would care what happens, then some good things would happen. It's very difficult to care. You need a little bit of brains, and that's more than most people seem to possess. But that gets into a whole thing of Hylics, and do these people have souls? Are they non-playable characters? Or not important. Point is, politicians, and they give them these weird names like Dick and Bush and Wiener and Boner, and then instead of solving any problems, they just get they have scandals, sexual scandals with the people in their lives, and then we got to hear about that forever. That goes into politics, but I mean, I should make a different video about politics. Politicians is one thing, like the face, this the demonic puppet of the politics, but the politics itself, for instance, how long did they spend talking about can men go use women's bathrooms? That took up like years, maybe more than a decade of them talking about if men can use women's bathrooms instead of talking about, hey, we're all enslaved by the monetary system, and also the monetary system is inflating and there's no way to stop it, and also we're $33 trillion in debt to who or what? Where did it come from? Where is it going? Where does it end? I don't know about that, but what I do know is that if a guy is pretending to be a woman, then he should be able to, for real, go in the women's bathroom. You know why? Because genitalia is very interesting for the slaves and the peasants. They're all very curious. They want to hear about it all day, every day. Just tell us about the transgender's genitalia again. So a tranny man has a vagina and a tranny girl has a wiener. But unless they cut it off and chop off their arm and make up a fake one, or they cut it off and throw it in the garbage. All right. Moving on. I don't know what I filled up the original video about politicians for, but I mean, like, I think the takeaway is that the thing I think of most is that it's the interaction, like the interplay, like between humanity and evil. And like in between humanity and evil is politicians who are probably demonic. And I sort of wish they were just demons because it would make more sense. Like, make it make sense. You know, they don't want it to make sense. They want it to be very obfuscated, because they're using our ignorance against us. And so, but they put on a suit. This person has a suit. They probably went to college. That's good. College is good. Suits is good. They're better than you because they're in a suit. But I'll tell you, what's his face? Lewis Black said, the nicer the clothes is the bigger the asshole. And I totally agree with that. You always got to watch out for people in nice clothes. It doesn't make any sense unless you're trying to pull one over on somebody. Look at how great these clothes are. I'm not lying to you. But all the liars on the TV and the government buildings and, and the banks and even the military guys, they make their uniform very, very clean. The top brass, very clean, with sparkles all over it. But whatever. My point is that these people, I would prefer demons over politicians. But I think politicians are demons. Well, I think they're hollow, but there's like a void within, and the void is demonic. But I guess I gotta let it go at that. I try to make these videos longer, but what can you really say about politicians because they're so obvious? They're obviously wicked and creepy and working against us. I mean, that was the other thing I had in the other video that probably took up some time, was the illusion of choice. Do you want the blue or the red? Do you want the Coke or the Pepsi? Or the McDonald's or the Burger King? Or the Ford or the Chevrolet? Do you want the donkey or the elephant? But interestingly, objectively, in my opinion, McDonald's is better than Burger King, Ford is better than Chevy, and Coke is better than Pepsi. One could argue all these things suck, but if you try to tell me Ford suck, that's just wrong. Fords are awesome. Chevys are pretty cool too, but that's because they're cars. Fast food sucks and soda sucks. I'll give you that. politicians suck. But they use this illusion of choice thing a lot, red pill, blue pill. Like, and I've been thinking about it, but I can't really make too much sense out of how just giving us a simple choice makes us feel like we have options. But you don't have an option. It's just evil. But whatever. I'm going to stop this one, I guess. Thanks for watching the channel. This was not a trucking channel. Oh, this guy's going to block me in here. Watch. This tiny little lot is going to pull in here, and then I'm going to be stuck. Whatever. This is not a trucking channel. This is not about politicians. It's about puppets. Evil, demonic puppets who I wish they would just be demons. And same thing, I wish we would say we're a warlike people and we're conquering the planet to take everybody's resources, but no, we gotta say, no, we are freeing them. These people, they need the freedom. We're bringing them freedom. Dude, you're just stealing their resources. Like, call a spade a spade. Is it too much to ask? Like, if you want to go steal people's resources, like, I have more of a problem with you lying about it and saying it's for freedom than I do what you're actually doing, because that would make sense. Anyways, I'm out of here. Love you. Deuces.